Hello students, I welcome you all to today's amazing session. This is Arti Pillai, your English teacher, and today we are going to discuss the invention of Vita Wonk Part 2. As you know it very well that the present lesson is written by Ronald Dahl, and in the present, there was a scientist, and his name was Mr. Willy Wonka, and he first invented a tonic Wonka White, which made people younger. And Mr. Willy Wonka, the scientist, invents a medicine named as Vita Wong. So what happened then? He collected so many oldest thing to make this medicine. So let us read the chapter. What we are going to do in this chapter? Exactly, we are going to read the chapter line by line. We are going to underline the difficult words and we will come to know the meaning. So a lot to know, a lot to discuss. Shall I start? Okay. Now students, let's read the second part. All over the world, Charlie, Mr. Wonka went on. I tracked down very old and ancient animals and took an important little bit of something from each one of them. A hair of an eyebrow, or sometimes it was no more than an ounce or two of the jam scraped from between its toe while it was sleeping. I tracked down the whistle pig, the bobolink, the SK rock, the polyfrog, the giant curlew, the stinging slug, and the venomous squircle, who can speed poison right into your eyes from 50 yards away. But there's no time to tell you about them all now. Charlie, let me just say quickly that in the end, after lots of boiling and bubbling and mixing and tasting in my inventing room, I produced one tiny cupful of oily black liquid and gave 4 drops of it to a brave 20 years Ompa Loompa volunteer to see what happened. So let's see. So students, in this para, Mr. Wonka tracked down very old animal and took a bit of something from each one of them. Okay, then what happened? In the end, he boiled and tasted the product in his inventing room, right? And he produced one small cup full of black liquid. He gave 4 drops of it to a brave young volunteer, Oompa Loompa, to see what happened. Right? Now, what did happen? Charlie asked. It was fantastic, cried Mr. Wonka. The moment he swallowed it, he began wrinkling and shriveling up all over, and his hair started dropping off, his teeth started falling out, and before I knew it, he had suddenly become an old fellow of 75, and thus, my dear Charlie, was Vita Wonk invented. So, what happened to then, what was the result, Charlie asked. So, Mr. Wonka said, what he said? He said that the effect of the medicine was sweet and fantastic. He answered, okay. The moment that young man gulped, that means निगलता है, उसको बोलते हैं gulp. So, the moment when the young man gulped down those drops, he began growing old and wrinkled. His hair dropped off, his teeth also started falling out. In an instant, the 20-year-old boy became an old man of 75. In this way, Vita Wonk was invented. So students, in this way I have come to an end of this chapter. I hope you have understood. Keep learning, keep practicing. Thank you so much.